that is happening right now. I want you to awaken to the breakdown that we're in, the evolution that we're in, the transformation that we're in. And I want to allow you an opportunity to help me welcome my home, my sanctuary here on the beach, and open a portal to the equinox in September. I want to walk to that with you. So now what we're going to do is dive in, and so sit back and enjoy. You're going to receive. I want you to begin to be present, be ready and willing and open to enter the sacred space with me. I want to show you a few things that I have here to help tune you in. So I live in the Yucatan near Merida, Mexico. Merida is a city of about 2 million people. It has exquisite food. It's over 500 years old. It has Mayan roots and colonial nature. And we absolutely love living here. It is the second safest city in all of the Americas. That's Canada, US, South America, Central America, and after Quebec. So it's safer here where I live than anywhere in the US. So you don't need to worry about that if you do want to come on the retreat in September for the equinox. So I did 5 retreats and on the equinoxes, and then my partner had a seizure, and then the pandemic happened. So we are finally now, I'm so excited. We are finally now beginning to have that moment where we can come together again. So we are doing the retreat live, and since the last one, we've actually moved here. We bought a house, we've renovated it, and now we have a pool, steam room, beach, hot tub, gorgeous crystal, huge crystal thing in the middle of I'll show it to you in a second. And so we're going to begin to do our retreats again. These are so deep and so powerful that yes, they're fun and you get to see stuff and taste things and be pampered and be loved. And yes, you get to be like a tourist. One lady told me on the first one, this was the perfect mix of doing sacred work and seeing and experiencing super unique things and getting time to look and take pictures and wander and have some time to ourselves to enjoy the area. So we'll be at the house 2 days, and we'll have our friend Christian do our sacred ceremony here. He's Aztec with his Mayan partner and some other people. He puts on the most amazing and transformational ceremonies for us. Full gear, music, everything. Stunning. We're going to have Michelle, our beautiful cacao goddess and gourmet chef, come and pamper you with foods and tastes and cacao mousse and a cacao ceremony, a very deep, heart-opening ceremony. This is Ixchel. Ixchel is a Mayan goddess. She's the most well-known one at this point, and she is my favorite. We have several statues and carvings and this new painting of her, and we are going to christen, we're going to name our home and the sanctuary Casa Ixchel. She's the goddess of the rainbow, goddess of the moon, goddess of abundance. She always has the bunny because of the bunny in the moon. She's a goddess of awakening. She has the awakened serpent life force on her head, showing that she is enlightened, and she is about abundance, and she's so present. So when you come here, you're going to be wrapped in the energies that I work here every day on the land, calling it. The sacred land came to me from me calling it to me and saying, is there a place, please take me to my sanctuary where that I can hold the space. So everyone who's come has had major transformations. They see energy and they didn't used to see energy. One wonderful guy came to everyone, 5 years. I never knew him before that. Came every year. And I asked him once, why do you keep coming back? You know, other than but he comes in the beginning, he barely talking. At the end of the 5 days or whatever the retreat was, he would just be like on fire and alive. And he says, it just explodes. He says, it's like a quantum leap to my spiritual growth, to my senses, to my intuition. I go to a whole new level that I've never been to before, seeing energy, feeling energy, communicating. One time on the pyramid, at dawn on the equinox, alone with my group, we try to do the most unique experiences that we can, given the current situations. And we all connected to our Atlantean selves, and everyone came back with such a vivid experience of seeing who they were, what they did, how those skills are relevant to now. People open their eyes after activations and they can see colors and they can perceive energies. There's healings, there's transformations. We've been to several times to temples where everyone had a past life experience, memory unified, that we were actually all there. It doesn't always happen, but these kinds of things happen. We program crystals. We take crystals and other items to all the ceremonies, to all the sacred sites, through every activation we do, and I guide you through one major activation, healing, transformative experience a day. And depending where we are, at the pyramid, in the cenote, the underground cenote, and you can bring your crystals, your other things. These become charged with the energies. Then I bring crystals that we unite, we touch, we become quantumly entangled with, and go through our ceremonies as well. And we start to leave those at the temples in sacred places where nobody will find them. And we all have a light antenna back. These are just a few of the unique things we do to awaken our senses, to open our hearts, to reconnect to our purpose. So this is an activation of your light body or your chakras. This is a cleansing of all that you thought you were, because that's what's breaking down right now. So we're in this energy, and the equinox that we're moving to is the balanced place. It's my favorite time to do retreats because we're supported by that balanced energy. Now, this is a jaguar Balam, it's called, the ancient Maya, and that was came to us for a particular retreat. We did a vision quest. We went to Ekbalam, which we will probably be doing next year. And this is a chula. It's another sacred site not near here. This is Kukulkan, who is the serpent, the feathered serpent god, who is to the Maya the sun, life force, the morning star. It's your guide back to your truth. The feathers represent your spirit, your truth, your crown, your higher self. That's why you wear the feathers here, type of idea, or crowns. All those things represented that. And this is an amazing. This actual rattlesnake had a sacred geometrical pattern on it that the entire Mayan civilization created. Astronomy, the most sophisticated calendar in the world. They are, so far, the first, although it's not well known, and most advanced civilization. And the cacao is from here. So we have the land and the cacao, and we have that opening our hearts. So we're the first day we focus on opening our hearts into love, healing, letting go of the past, truly entering the space, being pampered by Michelle's gourmet food, and then the cacao ceremony, and bathing in the waters of your choice, depending. We'll do some toning in the pool, in the water. We'll do things on the beach if we can. We may do shell things. There's lots of shells here. We live on a very natural beach, sometimes not glamorous because of the things that are there, you know, the stones, and not the stones, the shells or the seagrass. But we have turtles. We had baby turtles born on our land a few weeks after we moved in a year ago. And we have pink flamingos right over here. About 30 of them flew over me last night while I was watching the sunset. The sun rises and sets over the ocean part of the year, half of the year, and we have all of these energies of the ancient Maya in the land, in the waters. We have sacred cenotes, which are underground, or what this Maya called cenote, means sacred well. And these are the purest water. When you go in there and come out, you'll feel like you've been to a spa. The purest water, and they're purifying. And I look for the one that's optimal for us. And as much as possible, we get it alone, and we tone, and we do sound healing and purification. And these are the kinds of experiences that I design. The most unique way for you to visit a sacred site or experience the culture or experience the nature is bringing you to an alignment with your spirit, okay? So what else? We have jaguar. Jaguar was big for the Maya, and we always include jaguar. This is one of my beautiful jaguar from Koba, and she's our moon jaguar. And we always do some kind of an activation, a vision quest with jaguar. She's got the ability to see through the dark, to see past fear and pain and manipulation, and to show you the path to walk softly and in union with the earth. She taught the Maya how to live on the earth, and it's a loving mother energy, and it's a transformative energy. So these are just a few of the things. We work with a lot of obsidian. Obsidian is natural from here, and it is an incredibly powerful stone for protection, for drawing out negativity, healing, even drawing out bruises and things like that. So we have a lot of crystals. I usually have crystals at the beginning that you can buy if you want. You can bring your own. And we have phenomenal experiences. We had one experience at a place called Kaba, which we are looking to go to this year. We'll see if we're able to fit that into the calendar. We're going to stay overnight, one night, at a luxury lodge right on the grounds of Uxmal. And you literally will look out your window and see an unexcavated part of the old site, and across the street there's the Great Pyramid, the Pyramid of the Moon, or the Magician. It has a lot of names. And we'll go in at night and we'll go in during the day. We go in and we have a sacred ceremony. I guide you through an activation on the site. I want to tap into it. We're always tuning in to the nature spirits, to the ancients. This is a tapping and a union with the ancient energies and spirits so that we can merge together. You bring your key codes that is needed by the land, other people that are come to this, and places you go. And the land and the other people and these energies, they free or give you the key codes you need that are like little pieces of the puzzle missing for you. So if you feel called to come to something like this, you really need to listen deeply. Get on the phone with me, or just send me a message if you have any questions. Everybody needs usually special payment plans or different ways of figuring it out. And we have all the information you need about where to stay and how to fly here and what's safe and who to get you to drive you where and whatever. So we support you through all of that, and we invite you to come here because this is a sacred space that we intended to create for these kinds of things to be born. The amount of energy and transformation we created in those 5 equinoxes culminated in when Chichen Itza, the pyramid at Chichen Itza, experienced Kukulkan coming back. There was this literal, I'll try to find the video if it's still around. You could see like a serpent energy, like a dust devil, but it moved and it had rhythm and heartbeat. It moved up and down and around, and the people are like, and watching it. That was a couple of years ago, 3 years ago, I think. And we were in the jungle. We were doing this work 7 days. My people keep coming back to these retreats. So if you want to come to it, come now. Start now, planning now, because it makes a huge difference for your life between now and then. You're going to have a transformation before then. I come up with special things that we do before that. I receive messages. I go to the sites. I connect with the shaman. I open a portal after creating the container of this is, I think, what we're going to do. Then I go open into this moment. And 2022 is a completely new energies. We've shed a lot. We're dredging stuff up from the deep. We're no longer okay with the speed of our life or the relationships in our life or being and living the way that we have. And so this is the kind of moment at this equinox coming in September where you can walk into your new next level soul intended life, skills, senses, talents. You may be amazed at what happens. I mean, truly amazed. So when we were at Kaba, people had crystals. They bought crystals. They brought with them all kinds of stone jewelry. And Kaba is just, every time I go there, there's some kind of otherworldly magical experience. The first time I went, there were bees covering the whole field, just bzz, and we could hear it. It sounded like a drone. And we were like, what is it? And we look and it's just bees. Like you couldn't walk without bees just everywhere. And we were like, oh my God. And it was like, the guy just went like that, like, don't worry about it. And we start to walk and I moved my foot. I had open-toed sandals and I'm like, move my foot. And they would just float around. And that buzz, by the time we reached the pyramid, we were levitating. We were floating. When we sat on the steps in front of the chalk rain gods and began to do our meditation and tune in, we were instantly filled with this gold pollen-like energy, and it lifted us up and expanded us. And Michelle said, I've never in my life had a meditation like that. It was out of this world. When we went there with the retreat, of which that was a visit that I do beforehand, I take the crystals there beforehand. I talk to the land. It's important that we respect these ancient energies and we talk to them. This is what I do for you. And so I don't just bring you and say, hey, let's just go over here and wave our energy around and we don't know what we're tuning into. Never. I sacred and carefully, I've been 35 years doing energy work and learning with shamans and all this other stuff. And my goal is to create the most sacred, safe, healing space combined with the energies that are optimal for us. So we call on the land and we have respect and we give gifts and we do ceremony and we bring the copal, which cleanses and clears, and we carry the obsidian, and we do this in co-creation and union with the energies, with the sacred sites, with the vortexes, with the land, with the water, with the ancient Mayan and their gods and goddesses and energies and jaguar and nature spirits, all of that. This is about coming into unity, and 2022 is about unity. Now, many of the Mayan temples were built for chakras and for particular activations like a solar initiation. And we have different sites open and closed right now. So, but we are going to have, within the context of opening your vision, filling you with love, freeing you from the shackles that have limited you, finding the places within you that need to be sweeter, bringing the sweetness of who you are back into you so you can just let go of the self-judgment and let go of the worries and let go of the fears of money or whatever else, and be present in your life, in your moment right now. This moment will never exist again. So if you're having a hard time, that's encouraging, yet it's very important to listen to what's going on. I want you, with everything I do, to awaken a deeper part of you, to come into a co-creation with your own inner flow, to use the energies that you resonate with, like I resonate with the ancient Maya and the energies here and different crystals, and I draw in all kinds of energies. We don't never know who will come in. These energies come in because we've created a sacred space for what is optimal at the time, aligned to the highest good of everyone. So when you come here, you completely relax, you let go, you unplug from your life, your worries, your relationships, everything. And if you are meant to be here, the path is there. It isn't like, oh, I can't because I don't have the time or the childcare or the money or whatever. Yes, all that's logistics. What you just need to worry about is this resonant with you. And either way, I want you today, we're going to do an activation where we open a portal and we walk the next couple of months, 2-3 months it is, until the 21st of September when we begin this retreat in person. So whether you come or not, you can come on this journey with us. So those are some of the energies. You can see this is also the jaguar. This is a beautiful musical instrument that I got from a Maya. These are Mayan hieroglyphics. They're extremely sophisticated and advanced, their language and everything. And you don't need to know it or interpret it. These are the energies that you will come into. It is what I call the Mayan blue heart of truth. And that's what I have discovered. One of our retreats, we went to the top of the pyramid. I did the activation and then gave everybody a little Mayan taxi. It's a guy with a bike pulling you in a little cart behind because it's a huge site. I gave you like an hour or two to go wherever you wanted. And so people were just going, and we all ended up at the same pyramid. And I walked up, and one lady that I knew, a client of mine, she was going, oh my gosh. And she was starting to tune into this other life. And this was the place where, at the time, many of us were like, oh, wow, we need to sit here and we need to do something with the energy. I immediately went out and I had this conscious experience of being there. I already knew it was a school, that I had been there in a past life with my partner, Chris, and where we learned medicine. We learned to travel between the worlds. We learned all these things. It's one of the reasons I'm teaching it. I have many lives and many experiences with this kind of expansive energy. And I was designed this time with no boundaries. I can expand out and see and feel things that most people are limited by. It's just the way the makeup is. So we had this experience, and there was one lady who had a professional camera, and she began to walk around. She came out of the experience and began to walk around, and she was just taking pictures of all of us sitting on the temple and different things. And later, when we looked at the pictures, she was taking many pictures in a row. There we're sitting. Suddenly, these green spheres appeared around us. over a few people, and then they grew and they changed, picture, and then all of a sudden, poof, this huge fuchsia, really, really bright pink beam of light came down right over me in the pictures. And so which we saw later. And then at lunch, we were talking, enjoying, so then we take you for some amazing food and tastes and sensations. It's all going to be about sensations and bringing this love and pleasure and awakening your senses again so that you can receive. And everybody started to say, I had this memory, I had this memory, I had this memory, I had this experience, I had that experience. And it unfolds. So if you're meant to be here, there are many, many more reasons than, oh, I want to, but these are the limitations. So just know that that's the way that it works. What I do when I want something and I don't know how to do it or how to afford it or how to find the path or the solutions for it, I just say, if this is optimal for me and my highest good, I'm ready. This is what I'm ready for. Show me the way. And then I release it and I take the steps to pay attention. Anything that you do is that way. So this is about empowering you to a new level. This retreat is about taking you to a new level of receiving vision, doing solar initiations that the Maya did, aligning with the equinox and the energies. So I'm going to show you just a little bit of what we're going to do. And what I want you to do is just be in a receptive mode, because digital photographs actually capture the energy of the place. So what happens is, as you look at this, you're going to start to feel or sense, or you could, if you decided to open to it, the energy of that pyramid, or the energy of that cacao ceremony, or the energy of that beach, okay? And either way, I want you to enjoy it and have a beautiful experience with this. There's some amazing photos here. I'm so happy that I get to live. Last night, I walked onto the beach and 30 flamingos flew over. This was so profound to me because the flamingo not only lives here and it's pink and I love it, but it represents standing between two worlds, being in balance between two worlds. So this is Uxmal. This is the pyramid of the moon that we will go to. And we stay right across the street from it in this gorgeous lodge, and you'll be swimming and they'll serve you food by the pool, and it's wonderful after we climb and walk and activate and absorb these energies. And we get to go here at night as well. They have a new night show. It is a real honor to be on one of these sites at night. Even if you don't understand what they're saying because you don't speak Spanish, it doesn't matter. It's the energy that you get to be in under the stars. It's quite profound. So welcome. This is called Ancient Mayan Powers Awakening. This is the site of Mayapan. This is the recent solstice. I went there and I had 4 hours alone to wander, to talk to the land, to ask where I am meant to bring you. So this is the kind of work that I do prior to the retreats. And right now, after an hour or two wandering other places, there's a Temple of Venus, and you can see a lot of other structures here. I climbed this pyramid, which is the Pyramid of Kukulkan, the feathered serpent. And he's one of my favorite guides. He is loving. There's nothing evil about him. He has been with me through some of the most difficult experiences. And he says, shed the old, realize that underneath that old skin, you're already ready. Everything is already formed for you to be birthed into your new. Remember who you are, rise into your spirit, connect through your own true powers. This is the time of personal freedom. So as we come into a space where it's like, for the greater good, we all have to be restricted, we also are coming into a space where none of that matters when you are personally and spiritually free within. Okay, so if you don't know me, hi. Most of my clients call me Fairy Godmother. So let's just say this together. Waya Nin Nin, Mother, I am here. Waya Nin Nin, Mother, I am here. Waya Nin Nin, Mother, I am here. So Waya Nin Nin is Maya, and I was taught this by beautiful Michelle, who does ceremonies for us, and you won't believe the beauty and the heart that comes from this woman, and she does our cacao. And this is what you say when you enter a sacred space, when you enter land, when you go into the ocean. You announce that you are here, that you're open-hearted, that you're full of love, that you're here with no harm or intent, that you aren't going to bring in anything, and you're asking permission to enter the sacred land. I have had experiences with the power that is here that you do not want to have. So I'm telling you, we are very, very good at knowing exactly how to create safe and sacred space. Waya Nin Nin, Mother, I am here. So I told you a lot of this. It is time to awaken the seat of your soul. The energies are much higher, and the sites are ready to receive us to activate our potential. This is the primary site, nanakasha.com/retreat. And these are some of the pictures from our recent retreats, our last retreats. Michelle's right in the middle making cacao. This is Christian over here. He does our online ceremonies now. This was our spiritual wedding that we had at the top on the other side that was done by Michelle. And these are some of the pyramids, and these are the flamingos. And so we have this incredible container for you to join. So it's 5 days, and we're going to be attuning to new love and light codes and activating and opening your heart. Now, we use the ancient and the cosmic, new, burgeoning, becoming energies, cacao ceremonies, temples, and all of these things to realign you with your true purpose. Like I said, I want you to open your intuitive senses and your abilities to vision and receive guidance and be lifted by the new frequencies of 2022, this unity energy. You're going to be lifted by coming back into balanced union with your true heart and free yourself from the limitations that you've held around what other people think, what you believe you can have, how much money you think you can have. All these things are just false illusions of limits and beliefs, and it's time for them to fall down. This is Uxmal in the area called the Sacred Feminine University. This is the Pyramid of the Moon. I love the beautiful light beings and angels that come to us. They often appear in our photos around us and within us. And like the crystals. Oh, so I'll tell you that. The crystals at Kaaba, we went in, we did our meditation with the group. And afterwards, people are coming back in their body, taking their time. And somebody said, look at my crystal. It's changing, and it was changing right before our eyes from pure clear to forming something. By the end of the day, it had formed a white pyramid at the bottom of a pure white crystal, clear crystal she'd brought with her. And it was so clear that I told her when she came, are you sure it's real crystal? It's not glass. And sure enough, it was. People's necklaces and earrings, any kind of stone, semi-precious stone, begin to glow blue or gold flecks. Landscapes changed, and it continued the entire retreat. We would be sitting and having lunch, and somebody would say, hey, what is your crystal doing now? What's yours doing now? What's yours doing now? So these energies are higher than things you've ever experienced. And when you get near a pyramid like this, if you haven't been near one, the amplification of possible is profound, which is why I love you up. I fill you full of positive energies. I connect to the land, and I bring in the people, places, and experiences to keep us. This is also at Uxmal. It is just covered in sacred carvings. Our healing temple will be my beach home, and this is called the Emerald Coast. It's also called the Flamingo Coast, of course, and we have this beautiful green water, and depending on the time of year, if it's not too windy, where the ancient Maya wisdom still lives, and the Maya, modern Maya live. Many of my friends are Maya. Some of our people that are going to be helping us during the retreat are Mayan. Surrounded by these emerald waters, we have pink salt flats behind us where we'll go by, and you can get some crystals, some pink salt crystals, if you would like. Very powerful. All kinds of different birds. I have 15 coconut palm trees on my land. You're going to soak and hug and be infused with love and peace and harmony in our daily healing sessions. And like I said, they're designed to go deep into your essence and release the old and reveal the seeds of light within you. This is right in front of my house, and this is my house. So this is from the beach side. We've been renovating it for a year now. There was nothing here but the building. We've put in the pool, the steam room. This is from my balcony. You can see the sun setting over here. This is a like a nautilus. So it's a heart-shaped pool, and then the stairs form a nautilus, and you have the connection to the ocean. So I work with these energies every day. This is going to surround you, purify you. And on day 1 and day 5, you're going to be able to be here and use these different things the way you like. So the retreat is the 21st to the 25th. Remember that we have, this is the sunset just a few days ago. It's actually just fills the sky right now with orange light and turned purple. And I wanted to share this with you. This is my kitchen that's currently under renovation and will be finished by the time we have the retreat. We completely took out the old kitchen for many different reasons, and it has sat vacant for a year. We've been living out of the small kitchen downstairs in the casita. When we went to look for the granite countertop, again, I said, this is a stone, this is a crystal, this is there's so many of them. I want to be guided to the optimal one, and look what came to us. This is called exotic granite from Brazil. It is more crystal than anything else, and this is going to be part of the energy. It's enormous that you're going to be around. All of the things we have here are designed for that. Okay. Well, this is out in front of our house, and it's very, very flat for quite a ways. And you're going to be able to find shells. I have shells. I give you gifts every day, little stones or crystals or shells. And you're going to be pampered. You're going to be brought together with light and love and cleansing. So this is our very first retreat that we did. And one of the people who attended, the man on the far right there, said, one of my favorite parts is Nan and the way she guides us through these meditations. She just all of a sudden spits out all this amazing stuff, guiding you on these experiences, and really impressed. She was able to guide us all that way, and we go on this inner journey and clearly see things and what is happening. And one in particular, I opened my eyes and everything was bright and beautiful. It was like I was seeing for the first time, like I was a newborn baby deer experiencing everything for the first time. That's the kind of clearing, cleansing, healing, and up-leveling to your senses I want you to experience. So come here to wash away your past, all the recent chaos, pandemic, and all drama and breakdowns, and prepare for the new light and love we're becoming. It's time to consciously cross the bridge from being a puppet to your beliefs and to your mindset and your conditions and your culture and your family and everything that we've all had. Okay, but that's why we're here. I see this in my private clients every day, that we are here because we have walked life in other lives and in this life to this moment. And this is the moment it's completing, and we are birthed into a new reality. But we can't just wait for it to happen while we run around chasing things from our old mindset of lack and limitation. So you come here to be free, to be attuned, to be loved, to learn to receive at a whole new level, and prepare for the golden new reality that's dawning on the planet, to be an integral part of it. Enjoy it. This moment won't ever exist. You are a key to the awakening. This is our beautiful Michelle. These are cacao goodies painted with gold that she prepares for us, and one of many different things. And this is our double rainbow that we had just recently. Now, as you know, I think I told you, the goddess Ishel, which is our guardian and our guide here at our home, is the goddess of the rainbow. So this was like a blessing from her into the waters, into our home, an arc over us of the infinite field of beauty, light, and color. So you hold key codes that this land and earth need. Believe it or not, you come with key codes. And I have seen the most amazing things. We did the 5 I told you about. So this land holds the key codes, and you do. This is Christian. He's become a dear, dear friend of ours, and he does incredible ceremonies, and he's going to be here the last day with us here at the house all day. You're going to take all the sacred things that you took through all the ceremonies, to all the sacred sites, your crystals or whatever else you find on the way, whatever else you get, and we're going to create with it. We're going to bathe in the waters and work with the healing. I'm going to guide you on the final healing of mine, and we're going to create things with Christian in a sacred way, and then he's going to do an incredible ceremony with our ancestors. This is at the top of Koba on the morning, and after my process that I took everyone through there, Elena said, I felt when she came back into her body, I felt my new wings so strong after the equinox pyramid meditation. I had to force myself to stay seated. I had a strong desire to jump off the pyramid. It felt that real. I really felt that I could do that and I would be okay. It was cool. She brought a little notebook where she would draw with a tiny little package of pastels what her experience was. Right. So we do the sacred healing space. We do heart opening ceremony with the cacao. We do the Mayan Aztec shaman ancestral healing. We do water purification in the ocean pool and a cenote where we do sound healings. We do delicious food. I'm going to be doing light body yoga and healing with you and on you and the 5 activations. This is Mayapan. This is where we will be. The 2 days of the equinox, we will be here going up this pyramid. And we will be, this is the view from the top, and this is the temple. You can still see the carving of the head and the tail, and here is where I will guide you through. This is the bottom of the pyramid. This is a bee god. There's a lot of carvings here as well. There's the pyramid. This is an incredibly sacred site. There's still these carvings of the heads, and we're going to go to do some sound toning in the circular observatory. There's many more. So if you go to the website, you're going to see more photos. We're going to keep creating new videos that might say, hey, here's what this site looks like. Here's what this site looks like. So you can tune in. John was the one that came to everyone. He's right there next to me. Towards the center. I saw so many color, ones I've never seen before, some not visible to the eye, and they were exploding in my inner eye over and over. It was fantastic, and I have so much more than I have ever experienced. And that was so much fun to watch him come twice a year for 2.5 years and keep expanding. So we're going to be supported. Nature always shows up. Rare bird sightings, birds that start toning with us. We start toning. We do chants and mantras and different things. They start toning with us. We might see things. Everything we do is to align with this new golden age for optimal health, wealth, and spiritual well-being, aligned with your highest good. So here's the lagoon on the other side from us, from the beach, where our beautiful flamingos are. Here's some pictures of one of the cenotes that we've been in. These are these sacred underground waters. And like I said, I tried to get one where we can be in to tone and do healing with no one else there. Then this is a nearby town that you could stay in if you want. Has beautiful beach, Progresso. This is out front with the pelicans. This is Uxmal at night. Incredible, incredible, incredible. This is from our cacao ceremony and our wedding. So you're invited. I'm inviting you. Please come and join me. These are some of the retreats we did in the past to do deep soul activations. These are all different temples and places we went. This is the DNA tree here we found. When I go visit these places, I find these. We do sacred ceremonies of all kinds so that you can awaken, and everyone has their own experiences, and we allow you to share it or to unfold in your own time. We do sacred site activations and light body healing, and we connect with wise nature spirits, and everyone has profound transformations. You're going to meet loving people. And here's a few pictures of our cacao ceremony with Michelle that we've done in the past. She'll be here doing this at our house this time. And this is what John said. Things not only shift while you're here, but keep integrating long after. That's why I keep coming back. So here is the dates, and I hope that you'll come and join me. And now we're going to open this portal. So walk with me, talk with me, relax, go ahead and close your eyes. And take a nice deep breath in and let it go. Say within you, I enter this sacred place with reverence. Reverence for myself and for this moment and the power in this moment. I enter this journey to the equinox, and I'm ready to open this portal from this moment and this day, guided by the energies in the ancients, in the sacred sites, in the waters, in the celestials, the awakening of the knowledge of love and light and our true eternal nature. I am ready and willing and open and receptive to be a clear channel and to walk in truth, allowing my old self to fall away, to shed the skin, the identity of who I thought I was, who I thought I had to be. I am ready and willing and open and receptive to align with the energies that are optimal for me. Now I invite you to relax and sense and feel that you are standing on the beach in front of my home. You saw the pictures, you felt the energies, maybe you can smell the ocean or feel the breeze, you can feel the bright blue sky. And you can feel the energies of the turtles, the dolphins, the rays. You can feel that ancient meteor and the ancient Maya and others in the sand beneath your feet. You hear the gentle lapping of the emerald waters around your feet. I ask to enter this sacred space. Waya Nin Nin, Mother, I am here. Waya Nin Nin, Mother, I am here with a pure and open heart. I open and reach out my hand and ask for the guidance of this beautiful place and Gaia, of Ishel, the goddess of the moon, abundance, fertility, awakened, enlightened truth, and the sacred feminine. You step through an opening barely perceptible, and you feel like you are in a small space. It's dim, yet you can feel movement. Very gentle at first, barely perceptible. And now you feel energy coming up through the crystals in this land, moving through the coconuts, through the iguana. You feel the flamingo standing on one foot, looking at you. Balance between the worlds, she says. Show your colors. Be magnificent. Stand on the earth. Be supported by the waters, the emotions, the wisdom, and the past. Open to the next steps in your path and your evolution. You feel fires and chanting. You sense drumming, and the jaguar energy slowly surrounds you. You feel now you've been drawn into the jungle. There's a sacred fire, and all of this beautiful energy, the music, the dancing. You breathe in the copal. It surrounds you, protects you, begins to move the darkness from you. Jaguar purrs and rubs you, and you feel your inner eye opening, curtains expanding, your vision. It is time, she said. It is time for you to come on your vision quest. It is time for you to see and walk in harmony with the earth that you came to be, to become, to co-create. You are here to surrender the old, to remember our ancient wisdom, to be one unity in love, peace, and harmony with the land, with the stones, with the caves and the waters, with the sacred Seba tree of life, with all the beings. You now feel yourself standing on the top of a pyramid. This ancient Maya pyramid is beaming light through you, coming from the core underneath, and you sense and feel Kukulkan, the feathered serpent, rising up and down the pyramid, connecting the four directions, the four worlds, the above and the below and the within. You feel yourself connecting to all the worlds, and he whispers, "Let go, my beloved. Shed the old. You no longer need the fear, the pain. You no longer need who you thought you were. You no longer need anything. Let it go. Follow me with ease and grace. Slide out of your former identity. Rise to the top of your personal power, pyramid, purpose, passion." Reconnect with your truth. You feel your crown opening, strands of light connecting the stars in the night. You see the grid of light connecting to all the Mayan sites. You feel and sense the ancients around you. The sound moves through you, making it easier and easier to rise out. And you look across the horizon, and you see the sun rising on the equinox. September of 2022, it rises to the top of a pyramid. It rises through a temple. It rises in your soul and your heart, and you feel it like a crown of light on your head. I am that I am. I am the rising sun. You feel the balance of light and dark, the balance of a below and above, the balance of spirit and physical, the balance of past and becoming. I now open my path and unite like rainbow paths, going out side by side, wandering, each of us taking our own path to the equinox, but moving forward by the light, guided. The jaguar within my eyes, my inner sight, seeing through any darkness, seeing through any block, nothing ever stopping, the waters flowing within my blood and my mind, finding the path, softening the past. I am the love, the heart, the cacao seed, the essence of the goddess and the cacao and the land and the healing of the heart, and the ancient Maya appears before you. You are gifted with a warm mug. You smell the senses, the chocolate. You feel the herbs and the intent You drink it and the warmth moves down. You see and feel it warm and soften your throat and pour into your heart. It spreads out warmth and love, light and truth. The warmth spreads from your heart. You feel the love going deeper within you. And you say now, I'm ready and willing to allow these loving energies to guide me on my path, aligned with my higher self, to open my heart, to love and accept myself, leave behind the past, the pain, and the programs, and step into my infinite, multicolored nature, truth, and future. Begin to walk on the path. Let it unfold step by step. You may see the path all the way there. You may barely see one step. Anchor this into you. We give great thanks for this opening. And Waya Nin Nin, we call to the sacred sites of Uxmal, to the pyramid of the sun and the moon, to Kukulkan, to Ishel, to Kaaba, to the bees, to the jaguar. We call to Mayapan and to the cenotes and waters and the flamingos and the crystals and to all the ancient Maya. We ask to connect and stay aligned. With every breath and step, my heart opens. I receive the blue Mayan heart of truth. It beats with this truth in each moment, and I align with mine. I am ready to reunite with light and love and personal grace. May this path remain open for you and allow you to move on your optimal path, feeling the love and guidance of these energies, absorbing and receiving. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much for taking this journey with me. You might want to stay where you are. I highly recommend you come back to this recording and repeat that process. And I'll be doing whatever I'm guided to do on our journey to the equinox. It's July 8th, so we have about 2.5 months through, almost 3 months. I hope that you'll join me and come to this retreat. I'll be sharing more pictures, more videos. If you go to the website, you'll see that, and you'll have an opportunity to tune into these energies. Please feel free to ask me anything. I'm not here to force anyone to come. In fact, I don't want anyone to come that is forced. I don't want anyone here out of pressure and fear. You may feel fear or hesitation of how you're going to do it. That's perfectly fine. We will align with whatever energies, and you will be in the perfect place at the perfect time, in the perfect moment. I know that you have everything within you that you need, and this is the awakening moment. This is the evolutionary moment. I want us to gather, to support each other, but most of all, to receive. I want you to receive and be filled and be nurtured and be loved so that you surrender like to the most amazing lover who holds you in adoration and safety, that you just surrender and you receive, because there is so much for you and so much that you have for the world. I know that your light is ready. I talk to people every day. I work with people every day, and I see what's happening right now. Our deepest fears are coming up. Our deepest past has been unearthed, and we're moving moment after moment, faster and faster through this awakening and breakdown and this new thing and breakdown. It is to be in that fluid path allow these beautiful energies to guide you, and look for me to make more videos to explain some of the web sites, not the websites, the sacred sites, some of the Mayan energies that you will experience, some of the entities like Balam, Jaguar, Ishel, and others. Namaste, everyone. Have a beautiful, beautiful, and blessed day. Remember to stay in the energies that are happening in each moment with the Spiritual Weather Report. Namaste. Hi, Brittany and Destine and Sandra. One Stop Spiritual Shop. I love it, Leandra. Thanks, everybody.